Hey guys, it's Steven with the Bytes chart update. Just going to quickly go over. I was out since the 28th, so not much going on. So I didn't really feel like reporting on anything. But then we just recently had a nice spike up higher, and as you can see, I created this week's weekly pivot. The numbers I used were the high of 42, the low of 30, and a close of 36. So high of 42 for the week, low of 30, and then I use 36 as the close. And this is how I got these pivot charts here. We got the central pivot at 36, and then we got support out here at 30. I don't expect to come down, especially with all the events happening this week. And yeah, so we got these three different levels of resistance, and we have already came and almost tested the top range for this week. So what we could possibly see is as we move on, just different ranges. Maybe we'll start to see this range come into play from the previous week, and that would be using different longer time frames. So overall, it's a pretty healthy little spike here, and just to kind of check in with Becker, he's opening up the Discord for the season 2. So everybody's just piling in and connecting their information to play for the basically we're going to be playing for our items here. We're going to be playing PUBG, and yeah, we'll see how all that plays out. Overall, with the bytes to Ethereum ratio, pretty similar chart, not much really going on. And then off the support for the week, we just bounced and then actually came up and touched the resistance 3 exactly. So for the resistance 3, I used the high of 160, the low of 127, and 142, and that gave me a high of 193. So if we went and checked this 160, 127 for the previous week, so 127, high of 160 for the week. Um, Wait, let me check that again. I guess the high would actually be a little bit different. Well, anyways, this is playing out fine, so I'm just going to keep those numbers. So just to check up on my position, I still have this liquidity position here. I mentioned I just put all my bytes into one range. I felt like this was just a decent range where I didn't want to create a range below, because I figured that although I could have made some volume, we would have had a large spike above, and then I wouldn't be left with anything. I wanted to pick something where I felt okay buying and also okay selling. And that's where I got this 153 to 156 range. And it's been about 4 days now. And so far it was sitting at basically doing nothing for a while. And then it just woke up recently with all this volume and spike above. And now we're just within this range. And to just kind of look at my range on the liquidity chart here, I'm just going to summarize everything that's happened over the last 4 days. So really low volume over the last 4 days, not much going on. And let's just go ahead and check the TVL. TVL is starting to kick up over the last couple of days, and this is just due to the price of Ethereum going higher. To point out on my liquidity position, the value of my liquidity position when I first started this 4 days ago was 18,600. And just based off the value of Ethereum going up, and also, of course, the price of Bytes, that's just the liquidity going up higher there. So, and then just to check on my position here, I do have one range, and this is kind of an experiment. I never really just put it all in one range, but yeah, like as you can see, this entire range right here is just all basically about half of this is mine. And that's just to try to get kind of like a resistance support type of thing going on here. So people who want to accumulate and buy, I feel like 0.015 is a fair number. So maybe we'll start to see some more volume here, but we could very well just see this move without me, and we start to get some FOMO. We haven't gotten any information from Becker as far as how Bytes will affect the tournament, how you can use Bytes in the tournament. Maybe there's going to be more Bytes utility in the coming days, and we just don't know. Maybe in the next couple of weeks. So we'll just have to keep an eye on it. And like I said, I'm just going to just do this as an experiment and just kind of watch it. So just to keep up with the holders and the supply, still pretty steady here. So it seems as though we did have a nice downtick in the amount of holders, and it looks like we're starting to kind of get back to the all-time highs here. So that just tells me that a lot of this buying is coming from within Neo Tokyo. And yeah, I mean, until we start to bring in more people from outside the ecosystem here, we're just going to kind of stay flat, in my opinion. So supply is going up, not too bad today, about 2,000, and the market cap, of course, is going higher over the last couple days due to the price going higher. And for my position, not much going on. Not really going to keep track of too much. I just want to keep it simple. Um, as far as the price of the floors here, I'm watching the Outer Identity, the season twos here, and this is pretty low to me. I would have thought we'd be a lot higher by now. So people are just looking to flip. For a while, we were just holding strong at 9, so we have a pretty good amount under 9 here. So we'll be interested to see what's going on with that. And then with the overall macro view, my previous video, I was talking about my Darvis box here. So as you can see, I was hoping that we maybe came back down and find some support, but what ended up happening is we ended up just finding support right at the top of this box, and now we're just kind of breaking out here. So there's a couple of ranges I'm watching. I'm watching this 37.8 range here to hold. So that's kind of like my draw the line here for a bullish momentum. So yeah, that's really all I got for today. If you have any questions, let me know, and I'll catch you next time.